Very first zone in Dragonflight you're going to come to is the Waking Shores. It's wild, untamed land. It's waking up around you too, and the elements are just going crazy.
The art team again has hit it out of the park.
You'll see like a lava mountain flowing in through the beach.
Really
giant proto-dragon swooping down, gobbling up members of your expedition.
We have such rife opportunities.
Where's the snow
to show
zone?
elementals rising up because of the crazy magic that's flying around.
Reminds me of Gorgorond a little bit.
The one of the things I love is just how you get to the Dragon Isles, right? So you're gonna get on your boat in Stormwind or Orgrimmar, and the first thing you do is sail between like the dragon ruin architectures. The boats come right alongside each other. You can jump from one boat to the other and just start causing havoc on the other faction's boat. And so those are awesome things in the Waking Shore. But Steph, there really is only one right answer for the best thing in Waking Shores, right?
What?
This is true.
What the hell?
Yes.
We finally have those webbed feet hooligans in our game. We cracked the technology. We got them.
Figure it out.
Bro, really? They watched the video?
Thank you.
It's
Oh my god.
The Onaran Plains come right after the Waking Shores.
No way.
It's so breathtaking at first glance.
The Onaran plains are big, wide open
Oh
plains.
my God.
And the player is going to be constricted a little bit, and then you see this big contrast of a zone. We don't always get that opportunity, that cinematic moment where the player can have a framed view when they see this area. How fun at the beginning of this expansion was exploring the culture of the Centaur.
The Centaur are these mighty, awesome hunters that, back when they first came to the Dragon Isles, they fought the green dragons all day long. Eventually, they realized that we're strong, you're strong, maybe we should stop decimating each other's people. We'll make peace, we'll make an agreement. You guys hang out in the groves, and the Centaur will hang out in the plains. But now, the dragons have been gone for 10,000 years. And the
So now
Centaur
they're
have
just
come
doing whatever
so
the fuck they
far
want?
since then. And they've
They're
been
like,
here,
"Fuck this
and they've been
shit."
existing. And the zones are so big, and you can see so far, especially
I
in
like that.
Onaran
That's good.
Plains. So we talked to the engineers, and we actually increased that distance.
It spurs you on
that's
to want
so
to
great.
adventure and look through the zone.
That's
and
actually
explore
so
everything.
good.
So Azure Span is
What
going
is
to be the
this?
third zone that players adventure through, and it's one of our biggest zones that we've done in the Dragonflight, maybe even to
Bro,
date.
We knew it was
I
going to
really
be
like
the
that
largest
zone.
visual elevation change, and it really started with this great concept art. When we first were taking a look at the design, we kept coming back to one of our favorite Wrath zones, which was Grizzly Hills. That's really what we wanted to encapsulate with this forest. And
I like
not only
that.
do we have redwoods, we've got all different types of trees. Eventually, it'll break open
That's
into this
fucking
wide
badass.
open tundra that's just golden and red, and you'll reach
Yeah.
up to another level of elevation where you get to
this
see the
is snow
snow.
area.
The majority of the zone is covered in snow and ice. We have giant frozen waterfalls, ice rivers as far as the eye can see. And Sean, I know in the forest, we can expect our first creatures.
We have a small group that lives there called the Gnolls. These Gnolls are all throughout the forest in Azure
Gnolls?
Span. They've made this their home. Some
Just-
Gnolls with strange magic that
There
we're going
they
to find
are.
out. So
That's
then we go into the
badass.
big open tundra where we meet our second group, the Tuskar. So it's been a little while since we've seen them. We remember
Are
the
we gonna
Tuskar
get
and
these
the
as
Wrath of the Lich
allied
King.
races?
They're also getting a
No
nice
way.
cool
No.
upres for their models, along with expanding their culture. So there are going to be male Tuskar, female Tuskar, Tuskar kids. So we're going to fight alongside them, which includes help from a certain group of dragons, the blue dragons.
Oh.
We're going to follow the story of
that's it.
Kalagos,
There he
our
is.
blue
There
dragon
he
buddy
is.
from the Kirin Tor, and he's going to be adventuring
Okay.
into Sindragos' archives. It's a giant zone. There's a lot of surprises. When we're done there, we head over to Aldrazes.
Aldrazes.
It's really incredible because
What the
you will be
fuck?
going through
That
some
looks
of the
cool.
previous zones and seeing a lot of ruins for
That's
the
fucking
dragon
badass.
buildings. But when you get to Thaldrazes, everything is perfectly intact. It's beautiful. It's pristine. It is the seat of power for all 5 dragonflights and home of the dragons. It feels that way with the huge vertical mountains. We've got these
Jesus.
great cave systems where you may end up finding little dragon hordes.
My favorite dragonflight right now is the Bronze. They've got a really cool area in Thaldrazes, and their
Okay.
magic is time. There's so many cool story
That
hooks
looks
that we
really
could dig
cool.
into there. There's so
Yeah.
many cool gameplay options, and we have a little bit of an adventure for players. It's gonna
I
be a
like
lot
that.
of fun.
One of the really cool features is going to be the main city and player hub for this expansion, Valdrakken.
That's a cool name.
It is a culmination of all of the dragons' efforts to put together what a city would look like. So we ended up having a bunch of really fun small vignettes where you see that the blue dragonflight is hosting a public library, and the red and green dragonflight Dragonflights both have their own separate gardens. We'll also have some convenient services for players, including an auction house in the city, which will be really nice if you're looking for more exotic wares. The thing that really sold me on Valdrazus was the initial concept art we got of Tierhold.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. And this is a 10,000-year-old Titan technological marvel. Tierhold has these awesome aqueducts that actually come out from the structure all the way to the city across the valley. And in the cinematic, there's just this amazing shot where you see Alexstrasza swoop under one of them, and there's splashes of water cresting across her wings. So when players are flying around themselves, they get to have their Alexstrasza moment.